Rise of the Eldrazi flashback. I think I'm gonna take the Pelakka Worm. Very nice ramp payoff. 7 mana, 7/7. Instantly stabilizes you because it is a 7/7 that gains you 7 life. And if your opponent kills it, you get to draw a card. Gravitational Shift is an interesting build around. Basically, very good in a Flyers deck. There is also Ulamog's Crusher. And Nirkana Cutthroat is also a good card, but I think Pelakka Worm is nice here. Regress is a card that looks kind of bad, but it's kind of good in this format because of big Eldrazi's and big level up cards, so you can reset those. But I'm gonna take Pelakka Worm. Okay, so here we have a Lust for War. Pretty good card. Put it on anything and your opponent takes 3 damage every turn. There is also Drake Umbra, very powerful card, but it doesn't go very well with green. I don't think green-blue is a particularly good combination. There's also Spawning Breath, not a bad card. I think I would rather take Spawning Breath than Lust for War just because of the Pelakka Worm. You want to be a little bit more rampy, and Lust for War is a little too aggressive. There is Drone, which is a fine card. I don't mind green-black, I think it's pretty decent, and this does ramp me into the Pelakka Worm. So it's either Spawning Breath or Drone, and I'm not really sure what to take, but I think I'm gonna lean towards the Drone. It's a little bit more powerful. Alright, so here we have Jedi Lifestride. This is a 2/8/4/5, and you can tap any number of creatures, including itself, to gain 2 life. It is pretty nice with small Eldrazi spawns can instantly stabilize you. So, for example, if you curve Drone into that, you can gain 8 life. That's pretty powerful. Doesn't really advance your game by winning the game, but it is a nice stabilizing play. And the alternative is Bloodrite Invoker. Fine card, but you can often find something a little bit better. We've now seen 2 Prophetic Prism. Nice card. But I think I'm going to take the Jedi Lifestride. It just is a very good stabilizing card. Core Spirit Dancer. That is more of a constructed card. I guess it works with Umbras. It's not a bomb though. It's pretty hard to get enough auras. I think I'm gonna take Cadaver Imp, just a nice little value card. 1/1 fly that gives you back a creature, so it could be a Pelakka Worm, Jedi Lifestrider. I think I like it more than another Drone. And Snake Umbra is fine. There is a Aura Gnarly deck, but I think I like Cadaver Imp. Not a Lust for War, might be a little underrated. We got Lava Fume Invoker. Perish the Thought as a sideboard card, basically coercion, and it shuffles in, so no graveyard shenanigans, but on the other hand, your opponent may draw the card later. Lava Fume Invoker. I think I'm gonna take the Lust for War. It is very powerful, and I could see it being something that could make me go into red. Here we have Keening Stone, very powerful card. You mill for 5, and this goes out of hand pretty quickly. It's sort of exponential. I think I like it. I may play it. If nothing else, it's a very powerful sideboard card against blue control decks. It's a little too slow against the more aggressive opponents, but it's very powerful. You can also play Ancient Stirrings to find it. Arrogant Bloodlord is worse than it looks because of Eldrazi Spawn and Walls. So Essence Feed is fine, but I'm gonna take Keening Stone. Spawn Sire of Ulamog. A little too expensive of an Eldrazi. It has a cool ability, but it is too expensive, I think. I think Last Kiss is a fine card. It's not great, but you can deal with small levelers sometimes. Like this card, for example, is very good to have a Last Kiss to deal with that. Against Snake Umbra, it's nothing special, so I don't like this rare too much. And a card like Last Kiss also makes this card better because you can put an opponent's card in the graveyard, buy you some time, and then start milling your opponent out. This is very slow though, but this is a slow format. So we'll see if we main deck this card. It is better if you have a lot of removal. And black has a decent amount. There is Vendetta, Induced Despair, Corpse Hatch. Oh man, Wall of Omens. Such a nice card. Can't take it here though. I don't like either black, white or green, white. I think Daggerback Basilisk is an okay card to play. Problem with this card is that it blocks Eldrazi's, but it doesn't work if they have removal spell and the Annihilator still hits you. But Soft Shade is kind of crap. Here Leafhour is a much better sideboard card than Sporecap Spider. Just again, the Leafhour can just kill the flyer outright, whereas Sporecap Spider might be dealt with like Narcolepsy. So yeah. An interesting start. This is not a super great start, but we have some potential to get some good cards. I want the Kozilek's Predator. It's a 4 mana free that gives you 2 Eldrazi spawns. I wouldn't mind really one of the Prophetic Prisms, because Pelakka is mana intensive, 3 green. And then I also have Cadaver Imp, so my mana situation is a little awkward. Okay. Repay in kind. Yeah, it's a bit bad. Basically, it's a win more card. In some sense, because you need to have a big board and your opponent needs to get you down pretty big. Okay. I played this card in Constructor with Phyrexian Dreadnought, but it is bad in Limited, I think, unless you got a sideboard card against removal heavy decks. And I mean, Perish the Thought is sometimes main deckable, but I prefer not to. Here I'm just gonna pass the white leveler cards, so someone goes into level up. Pretty bad card. Alright, Pen on Blade can be okay if you got a lot of spawns. Basically, the idea is to get a lot of spawns into play, and then you can put this one on a 0-1, send it in as a 5-6, and then if your opponent trades, you can just do it again next turn. So if I got a ton of spawns, it could be playable. Also, you can find with the Ancient Stirrings again. I will main deck a Prism. I don't think I will splash Lustful War just yet, though. Alright, so what do we got? Some bombs. No. Well, Artisan of Kozilek is very good, though. It's almost a bomb. It's a 9 mana 10-9, but we have a ramp in these colors. And you get to regrow a creature. It could be a Pelakka that got countered or destroyed. So I'm gonna take that. There's also a pretty bad pack. Belagar Scorpion is fine to play like a one-off. If I can wheel that, it would be nice, but this pack is pretty bad. Ooh, well, there's another payoff. 7-6 that can drain everything for 1. I think that's better than Ulamog's Crusher, just because this one is a flyer and it deals with small things. Knight of Cliffhaven, Dongler, Invoker. I mean, Gloomhunter is not good in this deck or in this format. So I'm gonna take the Hell Pestilence Demon, and pretty happy about the Prism. And now these 2 5-drops are nice in the sense that it buy me time, ramp me, or buy me time to play this big stuff. So now I have my top end pretty much set, and I'm looking for mana ramp, Nest Invaders, Kozilek's Predator, and if I have to, I will play more Dread Drones. It's not a terrible card, just because this format is somewhat slow. I'm also looking for removal like Vendetta. So that's my game plan. I may not need the Keening Stone now that I have so much good payoff. Alright, so here we have Momentous Fall. I mean, this is a nice card. You get to cash in a big creature for 7 cards. I mean, if I sacrifice Pelakka, I get to draw 8 cards against 7 life. But Overgrown Battlement is just a better card here. Momentous Fall can be situational bomby, but it can also be kind of stuck in your hand for a while. Whereas Overgrown Battlement just ramps me into these cards. It's just for the moment only tapping for green, and there isn't too many black defenders. But if you get 2 of these, they start tapping for 2 mana each, and that's just sick. So also blocks reasonably well. So I'm very happy about that. One of the better cards I could have gotten this late in the pack. is sort of the sweet spot. The third pick of the second pack. It's not unreasonable, but... So Induce Despair is looking good in this deck. This is a 3-mana removal spell to you can reveal a card from your hand, creature card. And then the creature gets -X/-X, so these tend to stuck in your hand for a long time. So it's gonna be a 3-mana Terminate, basically. That would be nice. Also Vendetta, 1 black mana, destroy a non-black creature. This was one of the last set where they still had non-black creature removal. It's also Corpse Hatch that destroys a non-black creature. Which is kind of not a good design choice, I think. Alright, we're back, and this is tough, because we have Gelatinous Genesis, very good card. But there's also an Overgrown Battlement, and that already have so much good top end. That even though Gelatinous Genesis is very powerful, I mean, for 7 mana you get 2 3/3s, for 9 mana you get 2 4/4s. Very powerful, but I think I want the more ramp, especially when I already have a Battlement. They are very good in multiples, so good card. Though you need like 7 mana for it to be very good. For 5 mana it's just 2, so that's called the Cavalry. So I mean, it's a good card, but ooh. Now here's a pick that's very interesting. I'm gonna take Nest Invader over Beastbreaker of Balaged. Very powerful 2-drop. Can turn into a 4 on turn 3, but Nest Invader just is better for this deck. So even though it's less powerful and is common rather than uncommon, I'm gonna take the common here. Just ramps me, makes Jedi Lifestrider better. And I'm not like beat down deck. Oh wow, nice. Super happy about taking the battlements now. And Skittering Invasion is okay. Pretty nice with Jedi Lifestrider, but on the Giant is a nice card. So I'm now getting all the ramp. Now I'm just looking for removal and maybe one more big payoff. Because with 3 Overgrown Battlements, you can start looking at playing a little more expensive cards. Bamboo Snap's a little too aggressive. And if I had a lot of Spawn Makers, that could be interesting. But another Jedi Lifestrider is just gonna be nice here. Take the Spore Cap Spider. Another Leaf Arrow. Rune Servitor is okay. Prefer not to play it. With T Overgrown Battlements, I don't really need too many 2-drops anyway. I mean, Reinforced Bulwark is interesting once you got... Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bulwark. That could be played with, because it is a defender. And once you have 3 Overgrown Battlements, a card like this becomes a little more interesting. It also blocks Intimidate creatures. This was back in the day when I had Intimidate instead of Menace. So if I have to, I could play like this. It's not terrible. Don't know about this though. We shall see. But yeah, this deck is nice. So for the third pack, I'm going to be on the lookout for like one more big payoff card. These 3 are fine, but I would like one more. Got black. And I will also look for removal. So removal, big finisher. I mean, Born Battlements would be nice too. I mean, once you have a lot, they become better. Right. Stomper Cup, pretty bad actually. Alright, here we have the Kozilek's Predator, nice. That's a 3/3 that means creates 2 0/1s, perfect. Much better than Snake Umbra and Auto Golem. This was a nice constructed Golem Bushwhacker, I think. But yeah, Predator. Cool. Makes the Lifestriders better too. You can just curve this into Lifestrider, and that's 8 life right there. excluding even if you have anything else going. And Predator also means Battlement can cast it on turn 3. So that was nice. I mean, one of the better cards I could have gotten. I would have preferred like a Drana. For those of you who don't know, Drana is basically the best card in the set. And it's a 4/4 flyer that kills creatures. X black, give a creature -0/-X, and Drana gets +X/+0. Well, there's the removal. Nice. Corpse Hatch. Destroy a non-black creature, you get 2 spawns. I mean, I think I prefer Vendetta because of the mana cost, but it is still nice. Also ramps me. Did not wield the last Balagard Scorpion. Maybe I will this one. But I asked for removal and I got it. That is nice. The old Training Grounds, very good leveler card. For me, it's between On the Giant and Wildheart Invoker, I think. Dread Drone is weaker, much weaker. I think at this point, with all the battlements on a Giant Predator Corpse, it's time for me to take a Wildheart Invoker. This is a little bit of a hedge in case I don't get another big finisher, because this is sort of a finisher. 8 mana +1/+5 and trample. I mean, if you have a couple of Eldrazi spawns, you can attack with everything. And you can even use the spawns to pay for the card that gets blocked and then deal a lot of damage. So I think my deck needs... I mean, it doesn't need, but it would be much better if I got one of these. So that was nice. I think that's the right pick. Not sure I need this Keening Stone. Another Core Spirit Dancer. I think I'm gonna take the Crusher. This is another big ramp payoff, and I can probably cut the Keening Stone for my sideboard now. I don't think I need it anymore. But another finisher is nice, and now I'm pretty much set. With the Invoker and the Crusher, my late game is sort of set. And I look for removal now, or more battlements. But I could side it in the Keening Stone against a controller with a lot of removals, but you can just attack on a different axis. It is very hard to deal with. There isn't too many artifact or enchantment removal. This isn't like the modern sets where like red almost has a lot of artifact removal. Oh wow, Sol Ring. But Sol Ring, I mean Joraga Tree Speaker. Oof. This deck is sick. And this is basically 1 mana 1/1, but you can pay 2 and then it turns into a Sol Ring. I mean, you're almost never gonna put it to level 5, but if you do, it means that Wildheart Invoker taps for Greedy. This is an elf, it's not a dinosaur. But yeah, nice. Alright, Nest Invader, cool. I mean, Ancient Stirrings is looking interesting with Prism, Crusher, Kozilek, and can get me lands, but also Bramble Snap, but I think I'm just gonna stay on game plan and take a Nest Invader. Alright, so here's the Might of the Masses. Actually starting to get interesting with all these spawns. So does Bloodthorn Vampire. Bloodthorn Vampire can also protect you from cards like Lust for War. But I think Might of the Masses is probably just going to be a better card here. I like it more than the others. And Leaf Adder or Shrivel. Shrivel kind of wrecks me, so... Okay, so I did not wield the Balagad Scorpion. Pretty much bad cards all around. Let's just take away the Seagate Oracle from someone. I'll probably play up Grove Spasm. Don't want to play more than 1 Might of the Masses. Ooh, on the giant wheel, okay. I think I'm gonna cut the Basilisk. I don't think this deck wants that card. The rest of the card seems good. This looks like a pretty sweet deck. I'm heavy green, so the triple black on Pestless Demons could be awkward, and on the Cadaver Imp, but looks like a 10-7 to me. Especially since Undergiant can find me the black if I need to. So, very happy with this deck. I think I'm gonna go 10-7. Seems perfect. And I'm gonna board in Keening Stone in the right matchup. Bulwark is close to being played, but I don't know what I would cut. Maybe like a Last Kiss. It's nice to have a removal spell though. Alright, nice hand. Double Battlement. No super high payoff, but I can come. And I got a Wildheart Invoker. Opponent is on 6 cards. Alright, another green deck. Might mean I might sideboard out Last Kiss. That's usually not a good card against other green decks. Unless they have a lot of... Yo, I got 3 speakers and cards like that. I am kind of weak against Aura Gnarly deck. That is a 2 and a green 2/2 that gets +1/+1 for each aura, and it can't be blocked by... Well, I'm probably not taking out the Last Kiss then. That's usually a reasonable card against this. Because your opponent's gonna tap out and to deal a lot of damage, and you can Last Kiss it. So, as this can also block as a 2/2, can't forget that. You can tap itself. So that doesn't work on blocks, but it doesn't work on attacks, but no. Okay. This looks like an Aura Gnarly deck. My opponent just didn't draw the Aura Gnarly. 2/2 reach trample. I'm probably not blocking here though, because there is a card called Puncturing Light. Anyway, so I could play Invoker, or I can play Battlement and then have 3 mana. I think if I cast a Battlement, then next turn I can go Crusher. Also I could draw 3 speaker here, but it's not very likely. Alright, so next turn I can cast Ulamog's Crusher, and my opponent better have a removal for that. Otherwise it's gonna eat my opponent's permanents. Okay, this is definitely an Aura Gnarly deck. And the problem is I don't have Induced Despair, so... Oh, this is a brew. So Distortion Strikes makes a creature +1/+0 and unblockable, and it has rebound, so you can cast it next turn. This is a brew. So let's see here, I mean... Here's where Jedi lies, so it could be nice. Better have something here. Otherwise the Crusher's gonna not only attack for 8, but also eat permanents. But I'm worried about this matchup. I don't have a good answer. Oh, now the Distortion Strike. Okay, well, good thing I'm probably not losing this game. Okay, let's go to combat first. I have to attack. I mean, I could avoid that by tapping into lifesteal, but of course I want to attack. Just in some other situations. Alright, so now... Why not just... So I could cast Invoker, play Lifestrider. But I think it's better to... No, this has got to be better. I gain 2 life less, but I get a 4/3 into play. So I gain 4 life, and your go. Next turn I can use the ability to. Alright, so what do I sideboard in, because I'm winning this game? What do I sideboard? I don't have Naturalize. I might just have to be enacting my game plan fast and then try to punish my opponent. My opponent is an Aura Gnarly deck, I think. I don't want Killing Stone, that's for sure. Bulwark is interesting in the sense that it can protect me a little bit. Daggerback Basilisk is not even that good of an answer because Totem Armor on the Umbras means it only gets to block once. Sword. What is bad? I don't know. I don't know what's bad. I think I'm just gonna have to try to enact my game plan. And maybe the life striders can gain me enough life so I can raise. Alright. A little worse this hand is, but still fine. Let's see if Last Kiss can snap something. Opponent mulligan to 5, so I've gotten pretty lucky here. Could still lose, I mean, that's the thing about the Umbra decks, it's that you can just lose to. I mean, it's possible my opponent has Core Spirit Dancer. If my opponent was in the same draft as me, and my opponent did play a Plains, this could be a Core Spirit Dancer deck. Then I could just lose. Don't trying to be pessimistic here, but I'm just realistic about the situation. Could be a tough matchup. Okay, let's see if we can snipe that Last Kiss next turn. I mean, in 2 turns. Okay, Corpse Hatch is interesting. You can still target something with an Umbra on it. It's just that you're not going to destroy it, but you're going to get rid of the Umbra and get 2 spawns. So that was pretty nice draw. Spider Umbra, okay. If my opponent attacks, I'm gonna block and then get rid of the Umbra. But I'm not gonna get the chance. Or a Finesse. Okay, interesting. Okay, so now I can't actually Last Kiss that because my opponent can just tap it to itself. But what I can do is attack and see if my opponent tries to do that. I could also play a Battlement. That's probably just ignore what my opponent is doing for the moment. It seems better just to chill because that thing is not okay. That's weird, but no, interesting. So now I have 6 mana. How about though I just cast Jedi Life Strider and gain 6 life? Okay. And then I'm gonna use Corpse Hatch on something that's more relevant than what my opponent has here. Putting myself to 26 also means that it's my opponent's gotta do something. Otherwise, okay. So probably just gonna Last Kiss that and Destroy the Umbra. Don't want that to go out of the way. I could also Corpse Hatch it, so I can start playing big stuff. Let's see. Decisions. I have 7 mana. If I Corpse Hatch, I'm gonna be able to cast Pestilence Demon next turn and I should be game. I could also use Last Kiss while I have the chance. 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just gonna Last Kiss. The reason is this gives me a chance to use check for 2. And this gives me a chance to use my Last Kiss while it's getting its good. And if I just draw a land next turn, I can just land Pestilence Demons anyway. Okay, well, I got a little punished. Though not really, because that would have still worked. The Umbra protects the card from getting killed, so. Alright. I'll draw a land. Oh. Yeah, so we got the Corpse Hatch here. And there's no reason to attack because I'm going to use block and make it a 3/3. But next turn I can cast a demon. Might even be able to activate it. We shall see if it's any good. Problem with activating the demon is that it might kill some of my own stuff, but 6, 7, I have 9 mana. Huh, what is this now? Okay, so that's copies anything that comes into play. Seems pretty bad. Okay, so next turn I can just well, I'm not gonna be able to kill the Bramble Snap, but unless my opponent attacks. No, my opponent's not gonna attack with this. Oh well. Okay, so I have 9 mana. I can play Pestilence Demon and activate it for 1. That kills these 2. That's pretty good. And yeah. So my opponent now better have a bounce spell, and even then, how does my opponent win here? Even if my opponent has a bounce spell, how are you gonna win? Because at some point I'm gonna be able to recast them. Alright. Stomper Cup. Okay, I have now 7 mana again. Just gonna attack here, and if my opponent wants to jump with the Nest Bramble Snap with reach, lose the Umbra, that's fine. That is fine. Look at this, I mean, if my spawn dies, so be it. Yeah, that's fine. I have a 2/8 blocker. I mean, I could have done the demon in response, but why? Alright, that was a pretty easy round one because of my opponent's mulligans. See you in round 2. Alright, this is borderline keepable, but it is... the fact that this is a slow format means that it's probably fine. I would love to get an Overgrown Battlement, one of my 3. So my odds is 1 in 11 to draw one. That is less than 10%. So not that huge, but... Mountain, that could mean a lot of things. Okay, land's not terrible. I'm probably not gonna run out a Naked Cadaver Imp unless my opponent plays some... Oh, maybe that changed things. No. That is pretty good against my deck though. I don't even have double black, what am I talking about? Okay, well, never mind. So I'm probably gonna play Undo Giant next turn, set up double black. Yeah, so my opponent is on an aggro deck here. Means that power 2 or less can't be blocked. So if that is a combo with Kiln Feed, that is a 1/2 that grows every time you casting in some sources, you can activate Tunneler first and then cast some spells. But I'm gonna play Undo Giant here, and next turn I can go Predator into Battlement or Dread Drone into something, and yeah, my opponent can blow up the Battlement, but it's gonna be mana plus maybe my opponent can't attack them. No, that's a combo 2. So now I'm taking 4. Wouldn't mind drawing some Jedi Lifestrider at some point, but... Okay. I think I'm gonna go Predator into Tree Speaker. This way, if I draw a land, I can just slam Ulamog's Crusher. And might as well attack here. So I'm taking 4 next turn. But Jedi Lifestrider at some point would be insane. Okay. Alright, I got a little punished for attacking, but I think that's okay. I'll go to 8 here. And Glory Seeker. Ooh, nice, okay. So, level up, and then I'm just gonna give up on the Crusher for now. Play Pelaka Worm and go up to 15. And I think I can attack. I did get pumped, but I also need to do something. I can't just never attack, because if I do, I'm just gonna lose to the Tunneler combo. And now also I delayed Crusher a turn if I didn't draw land. But also there's a card called Wrap in Flames that makes 3 creatures unable to block, so it doesn't really help keeping 3 creatures back. I'm afraid of Traitorous Instinct. That I probably can't beat, no matter if I attack or not. That's the Act of Treason. But it is an uncommon, so it's not... It goes pretty late though. Yeah, this is a tough game, but drawing Pelaka Worm was nice. Unless my opponent has Traitorous Instinct. So that's 9 trample. Yeah, that's probably game. I would like to avoid playing a Defender if I like to, because this deals 2 when you destroy a creature with Defender. So I would like to avoid that. Alright. But presumably I'm only taking 4 here. Unless there is some pump spell. So next turn I have 7 mana at least, unless someone kills the tree speaker, and so Dreadrone is effectively a 3 mana card if I want to use the mana right away, which... Okay, well, Forked Bolt killed that, so I'm down to 5. That's not that bad for me, because that's 8 mana, and my opponent is at 6. So I drew Wildheart Invoker. So I have a couple of options. I think I'm gonna attack with 7, 10, 12. Definitely attacking with the Pelaka Worm. I think attack with these 2. That way I'm not dead to Wrap in Flames. Okay. So now I can cast Dreadrone and I have 4 blockers, which means that Wrap in Flames doesn't kill me. That was a weird block, because my opponent could have double blocked. Alright. Probably still dead to Traitorous Instinct. Ray Bombardment. That deals me 4, 7. I'm very close to being dead. Am I dead? I'm not dead just yet. Oh, it actually only deals 3. So this is 5. So if I attack with everything, ooh, okay. Well, so if I attack with everything, my opponent is dead unless my opponent has something, like a Smite. But I think Corpse Hatch on that. That also means that it's... I think we should do it. No, okay. My opponent has Smite, that's still not enough now. I don't even know what my opponent could have. Smite means that you have to block 2, and also... Oh, okay, well... Right now I go to 1, I think. Target your Siege Runner. Attack for 4. No, actually, so that's 3. Plus 1. So I'm down to 3. That's why it was good to kill the Battle Rattle. That's 2 less damage. Oh, whew. Alright, so I know one card that probably is good, and that is the O4. I mean, it does get blown up by the Siege Run, but that already has a couple of targets. So what card is bad here? Maybe I'll take out the Pestilence Demon. It's expensive, and the ability is also awkward. I already have some good high-end. I think that if I can just survive, I should probably just win. So I don't think I can take out that. Yeah, no. This is interesting. Yeah, no, I think this is fine. Alright, fine hand here. Nest and Wader, which I can hopefully trade off, and then Imp plus Last Kiss. This is funny because This hand is really good against what my opponent's doing, but it wouldn't be good against a generically Rise of the Eldrazi deck. Because at some point I need to draw a big card, but oh well. Alright, that's okay. We'll have to trade here and get some value, but really awkward if I draw the wall I sighted in instead of the Pestilence Demon here, but that's okay. Eventually I will draw something good. Here I take 2. And I can imp that back. I think that's better than Last Kiss, because imp can just block here. Oh. Yeah, alright. Cool. Yes, and go. Next turn I can either cast the Giant or the Dread Drone. I think the Giant is better. There's no reason to spew a spawn for very little reason. Okay, so that's a good card here. I think what I'm gonna do is... Oh. Let's see, so right now I have 5. Dread Drone doesn't help me cast Crusher next turn because I have to sacrifice a spawn. I'm just gonna cast a Giant. I'm gonna give my opponent 1 turn with the Tunneler, and the reason is, unless my opponent plays an Umbra, I can just Last Kiss the Tunnel. Take the Forest for the Pelaka Worm. And I might as well attack for 1 here, I think. The only reason I get punished is if my opponent has Flame Slash specifically, which my opponent just cast 1. And it's not like Cadaver Imp can block anyway with the Tunneler. So here I take 2. And next time I can go Last Kiss plus Nest Invader, setting up for Crusher if there is no land. Of course my opponent is stuck on 2, so... Yeah, I'm just on the Last Kiss now. Just to... don't have to deal with that. It's a very good, annoying card. Then, next turn there's gonna be an Olomux Crusher. I think I'm holding... There's no reason to trade damage here. So the Crusher is almost surely game unless my opponent has a random guard dude in the deck. Of course, my opponent did have 2 Repel the Darkness, which can buy some time, but... yeah. And I can just Crusher it up and... let's see if this is gonna be a scoop. No, okay. Well... I'm not even afraid of Traitor's Instinct in this game. Even if one steals the Crusher, can't make me who sacrifices the permanent. So I can just sacrifice 2 lands and then attack back. So I predict there's going to be a Repel the Darkness. No, Oust. Okay, that's a thing. That's actually not bad. I'm probably going to be able to recast that. So here I don't want to cast Grove Spasm, because then I'm shuffling away the Crusher. So what I can do is cast a Prism, draw the Crusher. Then I can Spasm and cast the Crusher next turn, because this gives me 2 mana effectively. So hopefully the Oust just delayed things a little bit. Oh, that's not a bad one. Alright, just cast a Crusher. The Battlement's not even that good against double Siege Runner. Yeah. Here comes Repel the Darkness. It's gotta be. Then can cast a Dread Roll. I think I'm delaying the life start a little bit. Keeping Might of the Masses open too. What? My opponent did not block. Oh, I should have attacked. I thought my opponent was gonna tap this, but okay. Well, I should have attacked, but yeah, alright. Oh, this is 2 lands, Battlement, bunch of black cards, no black source. Yeah, I'm shipping it. Yeah, this is better. Keep and putting a swamp on the bottom, I think. I mean, the growth spasm can just give me a swamp. Yeah, that first hand was too risky. I mean, the Pestilence Demon was basically a mulligan with that hand. We shall see. This deck can function good on 6. Oh, another green deck with Ancient Stirrings. Okay. This is a matchup where I could see bringing in a Keening Stone if my opponent is on a slow Rune Servitor. That's a 2/2. That both players draw a card. Alright, alright. So yeah, if this is another mono green deck, Keening Stone is usually a pretty good sideboard card because it could be a pretty grindy affair. Now, if I hold this on a turbo Eldrazi stuff, then the Keening Stone might not be good enough, but I'm probably gonna block here because the Battlement is something I can get back with the Imp if it dies after I cast Spasm and another Stirrings. Wow. I mean, if my opponent's gonna cast a bunch of Stirrings, then Keening Stone gets better because fills up my opponent's graveyard. Alright, my opponent did not even bluff attack. Ooh. Cool. Palakalaka. Can cast it next turn, but actually I can. I can cast Palakaworm next turn. Wow. Unless Flame Slash. Oh, alright. Well, Palakaworm it is, and if my opponent destroys it, then I can just get it back. And I get a card. So I am gonna swing with the Palakaworm pretty freely here. Oh, white. Yeah, Die Lifestrider, that's a good card. That actually stops my Palakaworm from attacking. Awkward. So here's where Palakaworm is worse than an Eldrazi, I suppose. Because an Eldrazi could have just annihilated away. Yeah, I'm bringing in Keening Stone. Well, I guess we're in a little bit of a stall. Gonna gain 6 here, I think. There is better to keep the Palakaworm on defense. But here's where the Wildheart Invoker is gonna be good for my opponent. Yeah. Keening Stone. Okay. Ooh, nice draw. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna play it because if my opponent kills it, so be it. Because next time I can activate it, and I need 12 mana to play it and activate it in the same turn, and I only have 8. 7 mana is Okay, well, I am afraid of a big Eldrazi next turn, but what are you gonna do? I can't do anything about it. I might sideboard in Perish the Fort. Okay, so now Locker is coming in for sure. If I attack with this, I can make it a 9/8, which means that my opponent can just block with these three. I think there isn't much downside to attack with the Life Stride. Okay. Gonna pump up the Pelakka to deal an additional 5. The downside is if I draw something sick with the Servitor, but I think the damage could be very important. Bond goes down to 14. Corpse Hatch. Okay, so now I can kill an Eldrazi unless it's Ulamog. Or Emrakul, I guess. I can kill Kozilek, I can kill Artisan of Kozilek, I can kill. Also to note, my opponent now has the Wild Heart. Okay, so I could kill the Wild Heart Invoker or the Crusher. I guess I could not attack and activate the Invoker. The problem with that is that then my opponent uses his own Invoker. So I think I'm just gonna Corpse Hatch and four, 5, 6, 7. Okay, well, pass for now. Oh well. So I have 11 mana. So I could play Dread Drone and still do all the things I want. But I'm just gonna pass the turn, and my opponent has to attack with this. My opponent also has one activation. Yeah. Going to activate that. So my opponent can make that a 13/13, so I need to block with more. But 12, 14, 16. Now my opponent has Might of the Masses. It doesn't really matter how I block. I'm not gonna risk the Invoker. Too important. I think I'm gonna block like this. Rep 16. Which means that the Praise Vengeance +2/+2 doesn't do it. So I get to draw a card here and then regrow the Pelakka Worm. Good exchange for me, unless there is Might of the Masses. Which it probably isn't, because my opponent tapped out of green. Red. Spawning Breath, okay. Sure. So my opponent is out of cards. I get to draw a card and regrow the Pelaka Worm. Seven, 8. Also getting a flyer into place, cool, even though the bulwark stops that. Yes. And I could play the Battlement first, but then I have to sacrifice and spawn, so I don't think it's worth it. I guess I can also use the Invoker plus the Imp, and that's 5 in the air. I'm also at 40 life. So, oh, okay, well, 5, 6, yeah, my opponent has to go Battlement. And actually just gonna probably try to win in the air here. Deal 4 a turn, if my opponent uses this. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I guess 5 a turn. Sorry. 4, 7, 9, 11. I have not that far off. I mean, I'm 5 men off, but still. This just means 5, 7, 8. So my opponent is not at Emrakul. Okay. So I definitely want Keening Stone. I don't think I want Last Kiss, it just seems bad, even though it does deal with the Basilisk. So yeah, this is a matchup for Keening Stone. Last Kiss is kind of bad. I also think Might of the Masses is bad. I want Perish the Thought. Seems good. This is sweet hand. I want you to play first, which is not necessarily obvious, but so I can go turn to Battlement for sure, because that just adds mana without any work. Whereas the Nest Invader requires me to sacrifice resources to add mana. So probably gonna, okay. Oh, that's probably the play then. I think I'm gonna go Tree Speaker, and since I saw Spawning Breath, probably a good idea to level up now. Can't use the mana this turn, but I don't want to get destroyed by Spawning Breath. Now it's a 1-2. There are still removals that gets it, but okay. Flame Slash? No? Alright, so now I have 5 mana. That means that I don't need to Perish the Thought just yet. I can wait a little bit. I could go Nest Invader into Undergiant, but now I'm just spewing as a resource for nothing. So I'm just gonna go Undergiant for the second black source, so I can cast Corpse Hatch. Okay, my opponent is not that close to being ramping out something huge. Plains. Wow, my opponent has a lot of defenders. There is some defender theme here, but what my opponent is doing is just not bothering me at all. So now I have 6 mana. I think a fine play here is to cast Perish the Thought and Grove Spasm. Just see what's up, take the most important card. Okay, yeah, Arts and Leaf Arrow. I don't have any fly. I have 1 flyer, but that's a... okay. Alright. Here I'm gonna get another black for Pestilence Demon. What I'm missing is a big payoff card. But Mountain Leaf Arrow. My opponent played a forest, so my opponent still has Mountain Leaf Arrow. Okay, so I want to draw some big things, but I have time. I'm gonna start by casting Prophetic Prism. There's no hurry to level up this, it doesn't do much. And I think I'm just gonna cast Dread Drone. I'm not sacrificing any resources here because I'm not getting through on the ground anyway. My opponent has just 0/6 2 to Death Toucher. Yeah. And I'm basically saving Corpse Hatch for a big Eldrazi here. Yeah, so I still have no good attacks. Might be time to just play this and gain an absurd amount of life. Ooh, 4, 6, 10. Yeah, I'm just gonna. This is kind of fun. Just gonna tap them all. Again, 18 life. Uh-oh. My opponent drew a Crusher, okay. So if my opponent draws an Arson of Kozilek, things are getting interesting. But I'm blowing that up because of the Annihilator is annoying. Oops, Hatch. Do I have any attacks here? Guess I do. Yeah, I guess I do. This only prevents damage to you, so this forces a trade or... Yeah. Yeah, so one takes 2 here. It's not... If this is the way I have to win, this is the way I have to win. Play a land and 2, 4 on the giant. So now I fill my deck of a land. Take Swamp here. Killing Stone would be a good draw too. That's gonna eventually win. 5, 7, 8. So my opponent can't cast Artisan. Alright, that's unfortunate. So level up. But so now it's a 1/4. So much work. But this is an attack for 5. It's not nothing. And I'm also getting to the point where I have so many permanents to sack, so I can actually withstand some Eldrazi attacks. I mean, not for too long, not for infinite time, but... Oh, it's actually an attack for 4. Alright, so Arson of Kozilek will be backbreaking here. That's the sequence I don't want to see. Well, looks like I'm not going to have to see it. Alright, yeah, I mean, it's a scrappy way to win, but if only these were the cards from Battle for Zendikar that were won once. Well, okay, come back. What was I gonna draw? What was I gonna draw? Forest? Alright. Well, thank you for watching this sweet draft format, and this was a good deck.